Hey guys, it's your boy Ghost, and I hope y'all are having a good weekend. I'm currently recording this on a Saturday, and it's been really sunny this past few weeks. I've been really enjoying it. The only thing that really sucks is my allergies are going haywire because around this time, my allergies go crazy, and it's a little bit of an issue, but either way, I'm really happy for the sun and the wind, and it's been really nice, honestly. Anyways, so this story time is probably you already guessed it about clowns and why I don't like them. Now, it's a pretty interesting story. I personally really like this story time. Probably one of my favorite ones, if I'm being honest. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't like clowns. That don't mean I hate the people like inside them, because I know people like it's their job to be a clown. That's how they make money. And I don't blame it because, they're trying to get their money up. So I understand why they do it. But I just don't like the concept of clowns because, well, one, they're really creepy, and two, a lot of the times clowns are really like very rude. And I understand that's their job, but I don't like the concept of them, to be honest, like at all. And the main reason why I don't like clowns is because of what happened to me in this story time. So it's a pretty good one. So if you like this story time, make sure you leave a like. And yeah, let's just get straight into it, shall we? So this story time all started in my first year of middle school. Now we were already a few months in, so we were already a little bit accustomed to the school where I was. And just to give you guys some inside knowledge, so apparently my middle school was a little bit weird. We had two buildings. One was an abandoned building, and another was the current building all students that went to. The abandoned building it was locked down basically. No one was able to go inside because one, it was really old, and I remember it being very dangerous because a lot of the time me and my friends at recess, we would sneak out and go look into the abandoned building. We weren't able to go inside because all the doors were locked. We tried multiple times, but we weren't able to. So all we did was look inside. And I remember it being very dirty and disgusting inside because no one ever cleaned it, and it was just a really old building. But I remember on this day, prior to the story again, we were doing the same thing. We would always sneak out and go to the abandoned building and look inside, just to see if anything cool happens. And I remember one day that it was just super clean all of a sudden. I was with my friends looking inside the window, and all the junk and all the disgustingness that was inside the building just disappeared. And it was really clean all of a sudden. And I think on that day, I saw a janitor cleaning. I'm like, oh, why is there a janitor cleaning this building? Because in my head, I was just thinking, oh, this is pointless to clean an abandoned building. No one's going to enter because it's abandoned, right? Oh boy, was I wrong. So now that you guys know this, let's get into the real story time. So this story all started like any other story time. Woke up, got ready for school, walked to school, and I got there. Now, it was a little bit weird this time because we were having an assembly. Our principal was having an assembly only for the first years. So I thought it was a little bit weird, but I just didn't really give it any much thought. I went to the assembly and my principal started talking. And they were saying, okay, guys, we're going to have a big event at the abandoned building. And already I wasn't that excited because I just thought the abandoned building was really creepy, in my opinion. I didn't think there was no point in going there. But for some reason, my principal really wanted the first years to go in. I don't know why. So I wasn't really excited. And I didn't even know what the event was because the principal didn't even say what we were going to do. All she said was, okay, guys, we're going to have a big event at the abandoned building tomorrow. Make sure to be ready, and it's going to be super fun, and make sure to behave. And I was like, okay, maybe this will be fun. Hopefully, it will be fun. But at the same time, why does it have to be at the abandoned building? Because it was a really creepy building. Next day comes around, we all cuddle up, all the first years, and we all walk into the abandoned building. As we're entering the building, by the way, it's my first time entering this building. I've always wanted to go inside this building because I thought it was so cool at a young age, but at the same time, I found it really, really creepy. So I'm entering the building, and the first thing I notice is it's super clean, like super clean, like really, really clean, like way cleaner than our current building. And I'm just like, what the hell? This is incredibly clean. Wow. So I was like, that janitor must be a goat. Go to janitor for real. Shout out to him. There was no chairs, so we all had to like sit on the ground at the assembly because there was literally no chairs, no nothing. It was just literally just the hall. And yeah, so we're all sitting down on the floor. The principal comes and she's starting to say, okay, guys, I'm happy to have you all here today. This is going to be an event. It's going to be a show. And I'm like, oh, cool, a show. Okay, cool. And I forgot to mention this, but me and my friends, as we're going into the building, one of my friends decided to want to be in the front row. I don't know why. We're usually always in the back, but for some reason this day, he just wanted to be in the front row. And I didn't really complain because I'm like, it's whatever. It's just being in the front. It doesn't really matter. But anyways, our principal was like, okay, guys, the event is a show. Make sure to enjoy it. Behave yourselves. And yeah, enjoy. And she got off. And again, she didn't really explain what the show was going to be about. So I was still kind of confused because it was a surprise, kind of. So I'm just there wondering, thinking to myself, what type of show are we going to encounter? And as I'm having that thought, all I see to the right side of me is a freaking clown walking up. And already I'm having the worst day of my life. One, because I do not like clowns. I didn't like clowns at a young age either because I just didn't like how they looked and I found them so creepy. And two, I'm at an abandoned building I didn't even want to go to because that's also very creepy. So I'm just there now having a good time, to be honest. This clown comes up, he's on stage and he's doing his little show. Now, let me tell you right now, you could tell this clown is new at his job because he was messing up. He was messing up a lot. And we were all kind of laughing. I was really like, I had like a serious face and a really like creeped out face because again, I didn't want to be there, especially because the clown was there. And so the next thing I know, he calls on me because he says, okay, guys, I need a participant. I need someone to help me out with this next act. Who's willing to volunteer? And no one raised their hand. And to my luck, he looks at me and I try to divert my eyes to like not make eye contact because I don't want him calling on me because I don't want to go near this freaking clown because I don't like clowns at all. And guess what happens? He looks at me and he says, you. And I'm like looking away saying, oh, I wonder who he's calling. And then I look at him and then he's staring right at me. He's like, you, I'm talking to you. And I'm like, me? He's like, yes, you. And I'm like, don't you want to call on anyone else that's raising their hands? He's like, no, I want you. And I'm like, okay. So I stand up very slowly and I'm just walking up the stage. I'm like, oh, why did it have to be me? Why couldn't it have been someone else? Why did it have to be me of all people? And I get on stage and he's there all smiley and happy. And I could tell his freaking smile is such a fake smile because it's you can tell when someone is trying their hardest to smile even though their act is like, not doing the best. But yeah. So I go up there with him. He tells me, okay, do you know how to juggle? And I'm like, no. And he's like, oh, and he's like stumbling over his words. So I don't even know why he called me. I don't even know why he wanted to freaking help with his next act because he himself didn't even know what he was gonna do. So I'm just there like, what do you want me to do? He's like, okay, this is what I want you to do. I want you to stand still and catch these bowling pins that I'm gonna juggle. And I'm like, okay. So he's juggling, right? He's doing his thing. He's doing a pretty good job at it, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm just in my head thinking, can I just leave? I don't want to be here. Please just be done with this act. He continues to juggle. He throws it at me. I catch it. He's like, oh, good, good. He's clapping for me, saying, everyone give him a round of applause. And they all applaud me. He's like, that's it. I'm like, what? That's it? And he's like, yep, that's it. I'm like, okay. So I walk down stage and I go back to my seat. And I'm like, what was the point of me even going? What? I don't even understand. All of a sudden, his whole persona changes. All that whole smiley act that he was doing fades away. And all of a sudden, he's just staring at me like very annoyed and very angrily. And I'm like, what the hell? What did I do? All I did was what he asked me to do. Why is he staring at me like he's freaking angry at me? What did I do? And he just like he just staring me down. And then he goes back to his original self, like him all smiling, doing his little thing. And I'm just there like, what the hell? I'm so dumbfounded and so confused. And I'm like, well, this is why I hate clowns. This is why I don't like freaking clowns. Like I did absolutely nothing, and this man just gave me a look of I'm gonna kill you. Like what? I remember after the show, he like finished his whole thing, and the principal came up saying, "Okay, guys, that was it." And I was like, "Really? That was it? A clown doing a little like show? That was literally it? We went to an abandoned building just to see a clown. By the way, it wasn't even a good performance. No hate on the dude because I know he was new, but it was an absolute terrible performance." So we all get up and we're all walking outside of the abandoned building. Now, this is where it gets a little bit weird. So I'm walking, right? And I see the clown and he's like, "Oh, you come over here." I'm like, "Me?" And he's like, "Yeah, you come over here. I want to give you something." And I'm like, "Okay." So I walked towards him. I could tell he was smearing off his makeup, trying to get it all off, but a lot of it still was there. So he looked even more scarier than before. So I'm going up to this man and I'm like, "Yeah, what's up? What do you need?" And he's like, "You weren't much help during the performance. I want you to know that." And guys, I was so freaking scared because one, he wasn't smiling. He looked visibly angry. Two, his makeup was like already very terrible, so he looked 10 times scarier. And three, I was in an abandoned building I didn't even want to be in. And I'm just creeped out. I am so scared at this point because I don't know what this man's about to do to me. Because all he said to me was, "You weren't much help during my performance." And I couldn't say anything. So he gets up, starts walking towards me. He gets in my face and then says, "Here, I want to give you something." And I'm like, what is it?" And you know what he gave me? He gave me the bowling pin that he was juggling with. He's like, "Here you go, I want you to have this." And I'm like, "Okay, I'll take it, I guess." Because I didn't want to deny it, even though I really, really wanted to deny it and say, "Nah, I'm good." This man, I'm telling you, if I could take a picture of what he looked like, he was so scary. He was so creepy. I didn't even want to say like anything to offend him. So I just accepted it. I'm like, "Okay, I'll take it." And it was so weird because I'm like, "Okay, can I leave now?" And he's like, "Yeah, go ahead. Go with your classmates or go with your other students or whatever." And I'm walking back and I turned back to look at him and he's just staring at me with a smile. And it looks so creepy. It's so freaking scary. I was so creeped out and I was so scary. I was about to cry because I was terrified. I'm telling you, it was a terrible experience. Yeah, I get out of the abandoned building and I'm with my friends and I'm telling them what's happening with just a bowling pin in my hand. I'm just carrying it while telling them what happened to me. And they were just laughing. And I'm like, "Nah, this wasn't funny. I didn't like this at all." So the rest of the day, like I had to carry a whole bowling pin with me till the end of school. And what I decided to do was just to leave the bowling pin. Or I think I gave it to a teacher because I didn't want it. I thought it was like so creepy. I just gave it to my teacher. And she was like, "Why do you have a bowling pin?" I'm like, "Cause the clown gave it to me." And she's like, "Why?" I'm like, "I don't know. I don't know why he gave it to me." And I just told her, "Can you just take it, please? I don't want it." And she's like, "Okay." So she took it. And then I went home. I told my whole parents about it, and they were just laughing at me. And I was just so creeped out. I couldn't even sleep. I'm pretty sure I had a nightmare when I went to bed. It was so bad. It was such a terrible experience. And yeah, that was basically the story time, guys. Moral to the story is there's not really one, to be honest. Just behave, be a good student, and yeah, that's really it. There's no moral to the story, to be honest. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment down below your favorite part, or if something similar happened to you. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe. It would help me out so much, and I would appreciate it. And it's been your boy Ghost, or Ghost of Dreams. Peace.